From the subreddit Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole? For faking sleep to make my husband get up with the baby? Hi. Hubs, M/33, and I, F/26, have a 6-month-old baby boy. Hubs and I are in agreement about chores and everything. We do everything equally except I used to have this one issue, and that's getting up with my son at night. He'd leave this task to me claiming he's too tired to get out of bed. Every time my son wakes up at night, which is 3 to 4 times a night, I'd wake Hubs up and ask if he want to get up with the baby, but he'd say since I was awake then I should do it. Every single time since our son was born. I had enough, so I started faking sleep whenever our son wakes up. It worked for an entire week. Hubs would wake up when our son start crying and then look me while I fake sleeping and quietly start whispering op, but I keep pretending to be asleep. Hubs then would sigh and mumble something, then get out of bed to see the baby. He started askung me about my excessive sleep to the point where I don't hear our son crying and forcing Hubs to handle it. He found out yesterday while I was telling my sister about it on the phone. He blew up saying I'm playing childish games and not my son's needs first like I'm supposed to. I said that I'm too tired of picking up the slack for 6 months then being shamed for wanting him to help. He replied, boo-hoo, I get no credit for being a parent. I don't deserve a medal since I get up with the baby, not climb Everest. He literally said just wait till mom finds out about what you've been doing to our son. The argument escalated and his mom called me neglectful towards her grandson and my husband's work. She said I was being unreasonable since getting up with the baby is my duty and hearing my son cry should wake the motherly instincts in me, but instead I was being petty and, like her son said, childish for pulling crap like this on an uttered working man who needs sleep to function at work. They both kept giving me hell for what I did, and Hubs has officially moved into the other room after he said he called my bluff. Basically washing his hands of nightly child care and leaving it all to me as a punishment for my disgraceful acts. Edit. Yes, he always gets his mother involved, saying things like she'll set you straight and she'll handle your shenanigans. She is so intimidating and I try to avoid her loud mouth as much as I can. Edit. We both work, but now I'm on temporary leave. Don't know if this will continue when I go back to work, honestly. AITA? NTA, he's a parent, too. But apparently he's still a little kid as well since he ran to his mommy whining about what you did. He doesn't respect the care work you do as a parent and he seems very immature. Now is the time to stand your ground, otherwise things will never improve. Removed. NTA, not even close. Your husband is a major and Mill is an even bigger one. Wait till I tell mom, what? NTA. I can't believe he got his mother involved. How ridiculous. NTA. Parenting is sharing responsibility on all things with your child. Me and my wife share the same. Sometimes she wakes up and nudges me cause I can work on next to no sleep the next day, whereas she can't. On the other hand, there's nights and mornings she'll get up with our daughter and leave me to sleep or tell me she's got this time, etc. It's all about sharing the responsibilities and not expecting the other to do it all. Number 1. Tell his mother that she's not yours and hang up the phone. Number 2. He can get up with the baby, otherwise he's being neglectful towards his son. NTA. NTA. Sounds like your husband resents being a dad and his mother agrees with him. Maybe you and your child should leave if you're both so unwanted. NTA. Work on your bedtime routine/schedule. 6 months is crazy long to have a baby getting up 3 or 4x every night. Once or occasionally twice may be a little behind others, but not out of the norm. 4 is like they just came home from the hospital. Start doing everything the exact same way every night. Same bedtime, if you rock them, in the same rocker, nursery lights off, hallway lights on for low light. Bottle at the same time, always in the same place. Same person rocks them, same person reads the story. If you bathe before/after the bottle, story, etc., keep the thermostat on the same number that works every night. If you have an ambient sound/noise machine, keep this on the same volume and selection every night. They sell for $30 on Amazon or Bye Bye Baby. When I tell you this was freaking life-changing for my family. My 2-month-old was getting up frequently and my wife read online about how well strict routines work. We started one night and just kept repeating the details and never looked back. I think within 1 week hours was sleeping through the night. It was incredible how well it worked, and it doesn't take too much effort to do things always the same way, especially when the reward for you is great. Now when we bring her up to begin our routine, her little fists start rubbing her eyes and she's yawning. It's adorable but has worked so well. ETA, thanks for the award. I hope our routine helps others and the sound machine was a game changer. Info, you said you have an agreement about chores, do you both work? NTA. But I would put my foot down and demand relationship counseling because a grown husband and father can't go running to mummy dearest when he's mad at his spouse, grimacing face. You need to share night feeds when you have an infant. It can't just be one person's responsibility. But the way you're going about things isn't the right way either. So yeah. Relationship counseling. Now. If he refuses to go, I guess you know you'll need to make a decision about your relationship. I know what I'd do. NTA. His and his mother's reaction screams sexism. The child is equally your responsibility. In my opinion, constant sleep deprivation is the worst/most challenging aspect to overcome. Do you really want to go through life's challenges with this selfish mama's boy? Stand firm and make it clear his mother is not judge/jury and he cannot involve her like this. NTA, if you're basically going to be a single mom, you may as well be a single mom and not have to put up with him and his mother treating you like trash. NTA, there isn't a stay-at-home mom in this position that hasn't faked sleep a few times. Catching 2 or 3 hours of sleep at a time will run you down. You need a few nights a week of good sleep. I get it that hubby works. So do millions of new dads. The good dads get up in the night sometimes so that the woman he loves can sleep. This won't get better. Fix it fast. Duh. Sorry you married a selfish mother's boy. You need marriage counseling ASAP. OMG, he ran to his mommy? Not the asshole, but honestly, don't have more children with this man. All childcare is going to be on you and he'll keep running to his mommy for her to wipe the snot of his nose. NTA. You husband sounds childish and entitled, and the fact he keeps getting his mother involved is incredibly disrespectful to you. Hopefully you guys can agree some boundaries soon. Not gonna lie, my daughter is nearly 2 and both me and my wife have deployed the pretend to be asleep so your partner attends to her ploy. It's a legitimate tactic. But that said, we also try and take it in turns or agree that if one of us is working from home, usually me, then that person goes to her because we can stay in bed longer. If your partner isn't taking their turn, you are NTA. So NTA. Love how he had no problem with you getting up every night for 6 months, but he does it for a week and he complains you're sleeping too much, then has the nerve to tattle to his mommy on you, and threatening you with it. How old is this child you're married to? You've got an so problem. Seek help immediately. For what it's worth, you're a good mom and doing a good job. Don't let him or anyone else tell you otherwise. Signed, a soon-to-be first-time mom. NTA. You need to grow a backbone and get your mill out your marriage. In fact, really think about your marriage to this mama's boy. I don't even know why you entertain a convo with mom. Tell her it's none of her damn business and her son needs to be a dad too. NTA. NTA. Was he this big of a douche before you got married? ESH. You're grown adults and playing games over being a parent instead of talking about it. Why is he running to his mommy about it to scold you? Why would you divulge secrets with any possibility of husband hearing? Good grief, you both seem desperately lacking in maturity. Vivix. Info, what is the work situation? Do you stay at home all day with the baby? Was any of that discussed before the baby came? Honestly, I'd be leaning towards an ESH. Faking the sleep isn't going to solve the problem, as you clearly saw, because eventually it was either going to be found out or it would just escalate. It is childish to play that game. However, that's not to say your husband doesn't suck either. There should be some help if you are staying home all day and don't get time for yourself because of the baby. What that division of help looks like I can't really say since I don't know what dynamics are at play. Talking to your sister about it on the phone just seems to like trying to gloat about tricking him into doing something, and him running to his mommy is awful as well. Talk to each other and figure it out like adults, for Christ's sake. NTA. He should be helping too, otherwise isn't he being neglectful by his mom's rationale? When I went on maternity leave, I did the majority of wake-ups, but my husband stayed up later than me, so he was in charge of that time until he went to bed. That helped a lot. But if baby is waking up 3-4x night once you're both in bed, that's a lot and he should really step in. I'd suggest sleep training baby because they're old enough and that would be a huge help. However, it sounds like there's a lot of discussion needed about childcare responsibilities. And it's absolutely ridiculous that he got his mother involved like that. How are they calling you childish when he complained to his mommy? Rude. ESH. Mostly your husband for obvious reasons. You because you should have sat him down for a serious conversation about this instead of avoiding the issue. I get why you did it, but it could have been handled better. I guess the silver lining is the divorce will probably happen so early in your baby's life that they won't even remember it.